Hello buddy, welcome back. I'm the Strategy Professor, and today we're going to be starting a new legendary campaign for Total War Warhammer with the Norsca. Let's go ahead and get in here. We only have one mod going on right now, which is the Conquer Anywhere and Diplomatic Options mod. It's not going to affect us at all, but it's going to let other factions perhaps make some, gain a ton of geography and pose a greater threat later on in the game. So hopefully it'll make things a bit interesting later on. I will say that this is going to be a very difficult campaign. I've tried this several times. I probably put 8 to 10 hours trying out different things, learning stuff. And it's a really hard campaign. I think they may have made improvements to the AI on this patch. They seem to be playing quite smart in terms of their composition, their fighting style, their campaign management. All seems to be much better than it used to be. Okay, we'll go ahead and just get in here, and I'll explain why I'm picking Throgg. And Wulfric is pretty good. Throgg is a much better fighter. Much better fighter in terms of, like, just running into a bunch of units and fighting and just killing a lot of stuff. He has almost twice the HP, regeneration.
Throgg, king of trolls, you venture far. The harsh and desolate wastes of Norsca embrace you into its cold and wintry grip, my lord. Yet it cannot.
And you get a great mid-game power spike with the trolls as well. So Throgg also starts here, so he's much safer because at least kind of the northern part is a bit safer. Whereas Wulfric starts right here, and you can get attacked from all sides. Like, I had a Bretonnian King Leon Kerr just came up here with a 20 stack out of nowhere. Just sacked my capital while I was fighting Savage Orcs that spawned here and a couple of other Norsca factions over here. So, I think this is going to be a little bit safer. In terms of their skill, what they bring to the campaign, you do get extra physical resistance on trolls, and you get upkeep reduction on trolls for everybody. Now, you're only probably going to be using trolls with Throgg, specifically because he has some campaign skills, or whatever, skills that allow him to buff the trolls' leadership, which is key. So you get plus 20% leadership for trolls. No other lord has this, so you're probably not going to be using trolls with other lords, unfortunately. So that bonus is really only going to affect Throgg, whereas Wulfric's bonus, the minus 10% Marauder upkeep, is for everybody. So that's obviously very powerful. But I do think that once you get this right here, and then once you start getting trolls in the mid-game, you're going to have a huge power spike, and I can go take out those dwarves. Not easily, but I'm going to have a really good matchup against the dwarves if I can run a ton of trolls. So, which is Croc-a-Drock right next door. So hopefully we can try that out. Another thing that I really want to try this game, which I haven't tried before, but one of the main threats with Norsca that's very frustrating to play against is these Javelin throwers. They do just an absolutely obscene amount of damage. If you look at them here, these Javelin Hunters, for only 100 gold upkeep, they do 35 base missile damage and plus 15 to large. So they just absolutely crush Throgg and any trolls that I have if they focus fire them out. So those are a big problem. I'm going to get some of them, but I'm going to try upgrading and rushing hounds early to deal with them, because the Norscans do have these ice wolves that are quite powerful. They have 42 weapon strength, 42 charge bonus, and 32 melee attack. So they are much better than the hounds that people may have historically thought of in terms of, Chaos Warhounds and like Beastmen Warhounds and Undead Hounds. These seem much better, and this aura means that it makes it much harder for archers to run away. This is going to be great for running down. They could even run down skirmisher cav like Pistoliers or like the Marauders, although you don't see many of these with Norsca these days. Typically, they just stack a lot of Marauders, some Berserkers, and maybe some Marauders with great weapons, and then these Javelin people. So all of them have very low armor, which is what Wolves are great against. I could just try to have Javelin Wars with them, but just a very frustrating playstyle to try to micro and fight them that way, and I would much rather just try to rush the hounds. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to have to farm some rebellions here for a little bit, for like the first 10 turns or so, while I go for Monster Hunter into this for the extra melee attack and 10% damage on hounds, which this also affects Skin Wolves, which are really powerful mid-game units as well that we'll talk about. So I think that that's what I'm going to rush. I had historically rushed the War Tools into Bladeworks Hammer and extra Marauder missile unit stuff, which was interesting. But I think I'm going to try it this way. It doesn't build in anything that impressive at the end here, which is kind of concerning. It does let us go on monster hunts if we want. So I don't know. I just want to try it out. I think the combination of getting that and then on Throgg, if we get these wild beasts for the 15 melee attack on Warhounds and vigor loss reduction on Warhounds, that'll give plus 20 melee attack. And that should let me really run down and kill some archers. I'm not entirely sure if that's necessary though. Like, the Warhounds might be able to do it without those upgrades. Maybe I could just go Icy Wrath and then just try out normal Warhounds. Because I'm really like reluctant to waste that much more like 3 points for hounds. If they can just kill them anyways. Kill the archers anyways if it's just going to be overkill. I don't know. This will make them a lot more effective if they... I think I'm going to try it. I'm going to go all the way with the wild beasts. So that'd be plus 15. Do I really need to do the... Let's just try it. Let's just go all the way with it. Let's just test it out. We're going to go for this. This is good with the Skin Wolves later, so it's not a complete waste. If it doesn't work out the way that I want it to. We do need to get to the Monster Hunter stuff at some point anyways. We'll try it out. Go with that, and then with Throgg, we're going to go for Icy Wrath and Wild Beast, and then once we complete this, I'm going to get like 7 Warhounds. I'm probably going to destroy this building, get 7 Warhounds, because we're going to get, once we take over this other territory, one of them's going to have sparring fields. You can upgrade and go for the Berserkers, and those do look good on paper, but they are very expensive. They're 188, and the real threat are the Javelins, and they don't offer any kind of solution to Javelins. They just get absolutely mowed down by Javelins. So you have to have an answer for Javelins, and it's basically either you get your own Javelins or you get Wolves. I'm going to try the Wolf route and see how that works. Like, you can go for your own Javelins if you want. You know, if you look, where was it, Technologies, you can go for this. I want to do that. That'd be 13 turns. For extra missile damage on Marauders and in Throgg's Tree, you can go for this, for the extra reload time and missile damage. Those Javelins are going to fall off late game, though, whereas I think the Frost Wolves, if you get them fully upgraded, I think they'll still be useful, even against, like, late game artillery, and maybe even some late game missile units. That's quite a lot of charge. I mean, they're going to have, like, 50 or 55 melee attack with 42 charge. So I think that's for, like, 150 gold or something. I think that's going to be pretty powerful. Okay, so what we want to do now is just sit here, and I just want 2 turns of recruitment. Let's just go 3 to start. And we're not going to upgrade any of this stuff right now. We're just going to wait. Went 13 units. And then we're just going to farm rebellions, like I said, for the first little bit. I don't typically like sitting around farming rebellions. This should be fine. I do want to be able to comfortably beat these without taking too many casualties so that I can just keep raiding. Yeah, he just usually pokes his head out, sees me, and then just retreats. He's just going to sit there and force me to basically fight like 27 on 20. And he's going to have a lot of legendary stats. I can't go over here and take this town from him, or he's just going to run down here and take my town. So I have to fight him at this place. And he's going to have, like I said, 27 units. I could come over and mess with the dwarves. If I mess with them, he's going to come down and take my place. I have no walls. Same deal over here. So basically, this is just about all you can do early on. You can try to bum rush him with just a few units, but he starts off with like a tier 5 frost worm. And some other stuff going on, or whatever it's called, a frost... Yeah, frost worm. And a bunch of other really good stuff. So it's really hard to bum rush him unless you catch him outside of his city. Okay. Raid my own territory. Like I said, I don't like doing this a lot. It's kind of gamey, but you have to do it early on. Like, this is the only way you can run the Throgg campaign, I'm pretty sure. Is you got to get some levels. You have to at least get the leadership for your trolls, or they're just worthless. Alright, this is going to be a pretty easy fight, so it's going to auto-resolve to start this. You can try to come over and just keep multi-sacking if you want. But like I said, if I go anywhere, they're all so far away, and I just don't have the movement speed, they're just going to come down and take my main town. So we're just going to auto these. These are going to be really easy fights. There's no point in fighting them. Then we'll try to get to that real fight by the end of the episode. And if I survive the real fight, then I'll talk more about the overall grand strategy. I'll talk about the gods. I'll talk about more about the text. I'll talk more about the buildings and where I'm going. I just don't want to do too much exposition and then lose that core fight. You know, after like 30 minutes of talking. I've already done that several times. Now, you have to be careful to stand next to your town when you raid. You can raid even if you've taken all of your movement, which is really nice as well. So you can just keep raiding. That's going to let me keep summoning this up every turn as long as I don't take too many casualties. Alright, so we just roll up to here again. I want to go in the town. So 13's about right, I think. You might be able to do it with less units if you want, but you need to be able to comfortably, like, keep fighting this for, you know, like, 5 or 6 turns. Like I said, I don't like having to do this. I would rather just, with most campaigns, I just run up and fight something like very early on without having to farm rebellions. But here you have to. Also, you can't really go out roving too far because you don't have walls, once again. So, and you're going to have bad public order because your public order is just awful with Norsca in most places. So if a rebellion ever shows up, they're going to burn your town on the first turn because your garrisons are trash and you don't have walls. So if I ever really left to try to go, like I said, over here and just, like, multi-sack this or just, like, even occupy this or something like that, they're going to come down and take it, or a rebellion's just going to burn it because you always get Chaos Rebellions. They never occupy. They always burn. So this is just kind of what you have to do, especially with Throgg to start with. It's a little bit different with Wulfric because you can take a second town really early on, and that speeds up your growth. Okay, good. Getting a couple of items here. Devastating Charge with Throgg would be very nice too. But we're leveling up our trolls also, which is very good. So like I said, I'm not just gonna like auto resolve the whole campaign. This is just at the beginning for these first 10 turns while we're waiting on the upgrades. And I just want to try out this hound strategy also. So it's not gonna take too long. Because where you start, like I said with Wolfric, is right here. And there's a free town right here that you can get. And then the guy that you fight over here does not start off with a Frostworm. And a lot of times he will come out of that town and he'll meet you out. And you can just fight him. Like last time I fought him here, when I tried it out, I fought him like out here before. So he doesn't just sit in his town like this person does. So you get a free town, that speeds up your income, it speeds up your growth, so you can get to tier 3 faster, you don't have a Frostworm to deal with, all that stuff. And so that's why Throgg is rated as kind of a hard starting position. It can be remedied, I think, if you just have to do this for like the first 10 turns, which isn't the end of the world, it's fine. Now this doesn't come without a cost though, keep that in mind. It's not free to do this, because it is costing me 1,800 gold per turn. Now I am getting some. But everyone else is leveling up their buildings, they're all fighting stuff, they're all gaining territory, you know, so they're all doing things. I'm not advancing my map position at all, and they're getting higher tech, and it's going to get tougher to beat them. But this is just what I have to do to start as Throgg. See, they already have like 2 stacks of units over there. They're fighting. Looks like they're getting more chevrons now. It looks like maybe as you get more rebellions, they start getting tougher and tougher, just so you can't do this too much. Which I approve of that message. I could go fight or die also, which would be pretty good, extra 27 melee attack. But I think I really want to try out this beast. Wild beasts. And I don't have the income to hire like a second army to get up there. You know, I could go into the red and get a few more units if I really wanted to go up there and like make it 27 on 27, but okay, so just a few more turns of this, and then we'll go up there and fight him. This does give you a good little chunk of items and stuff too to help you out. I need to make sure I can't like actually upgrade my town. Oh yeah, right there. Looks good. Okay, I cannot. My growth is pretty slow. Only 25 per turn. You know, if I really wanted to, I could wait it out until I could make the troll stuff, but I'm not going to wait that long. Like I said, this is very unusual. I don't typically do this. I like to just run out and just like on turn 1 or 2, just fight like some insane fight, but you just cannot win that. In this campaign, you got to be a little bit more measured with what you're doing. I mean, I am getting a decent little amount set up here, so I can get extra hounds there. The fact that you can raid on the same turn that you attack is pretty nice. That means you can just get more and more and more of these rebellions. Typically, if you attack, you're not going to have enough left to raid. We've almost got this done here. It's only turn 8, so not too far along. Now, I could hire... Maybe I should hire an extra ward here, just to even up the odds up there a little bit. Now, the thing about the Norscans is that your extra lord does not tax your entire faction. So the more lords that you have, it does not increase the upkeep for all the other lords. That's very different from a lot of other factions. So you can just have some extra lords. Like, I might just grab this guy just as an extra fighter. 170 gold just for a single entity unit. Does pretty good damage. Just to give him some experience. A bit of extra charge bonus. So I might just go ahead and hire another lord here. I don't know if that's entirely necessary. I think we'll wait. We'll wait a turn or two, and then we'll hire him. There's not really a point until this army has a 20 stack to hire another lord. Unless I want to hire, like... I could hire, like, 3 marauders with him. It's like maybe hire 2 more javelineers, because I can't hire right now while I'm burning. I mean, I guess I could have hired him the whole time and, like, split experience with Throgg, but I don't think I want to do that. I just want the full experience on Throgg. How many more? I just need 1 more level. Okay, so I'll probably get it next turn after 2 more decisive victories. Because I want like 6 dogs. So I'm going to need 2 more javelins if I want to do that. Guess I could hire the javelins next turn and then start making the wolf place. Like fight, hire, delete. Let's see, then I could do 3 more things. I think I have enough of these. I could do like 2 of these, maybe. Put me at 15. And hire 5 wolves or something after that. Maybe 1 more of these. I don't know. Okay, I think... Trying to think. So I could get 1 more round of hiring in here if I hire him right now. Okay, I guess I'll go ahead and hire. I do have some a little bit of extra cash. Local enemy province. Okay, this Diabolic Splendor, I guess. And he can eventually get to the wild beast if I want to. That's for, see, that's for Marauder Cavalry. This is for chariots, Marauder chariot units, pretty trash. This is for giants, which is like actually pretty good later on, but not great now. So, not really sure what I want to level up with him. Spearman. I mean, if I really wanted to go for like berserkers, I could go for fearsome warriors. I guess maybe beasts to kind of fit with the theme of what I'm doing. Post-battle loot's pretty good. Okay. So with him, let's just hire just 3 normal marauders. We're going to go into the red a little bit. I just want to make sure we get this fight up here. Okay. And I want to solo it with Throgg to make sure I get that last level. Like, I didn't even have to go this hardcore with it with chaos, like normal chaos. I could just go fight people early on. But it's impossible with this army without doing something like this for the first 5 to 10 turns. Oh, nice. I mean, I guess if I made a second ward, like, maybe I could do it without the hound upgrades, but I really just want to try these hound upgrades and just see if this is the answer. Oh, Wintertooth Crown. Okay. Well, I can look at the Arcanum.
This Arcanum houses a collection of the mightiest beasts and monsters that roam the world. Seek them out and hunt them down to acquire their gifts.
Oh, cool. 20 armor, frost attacks. For all armies of all factions. What? Flock of Doom and Doom of Darkness? Oh, I get those for free? What? That's pretty sweet. Huh. How do I go for the challenge? What happens if I press challenge?
Good choice, my lord. The beast, once caught, will be quite the prize.
Oh, I see. So you can only choose one at a time. Okay. Okay, what, seems okay, I guess. Okay, I like that. So you get some cool items and stuff. Alright. Now you can actually hire this guy, which is nice. That would be sweet. And you get this thing, which is pretty good. And you get 10,000 gold. Okay. Huh. How much? Let me see. Raid the following Tower of Crocotrock. Okay, where is that? Okay, that's near my guy over here. Okay. That's kind of cool. I haven't actually tried any of those yet, because usually I don't get that technology that early. I usually, like I said, get some of this stuff. So that is kind of cool that I get to start that. There's no time limit or anything on that, right? I don't think so. No. Okay, so we just got level 6. Okay, let's see if I can go ahead and get him a level or 2 here. My troll has already kind of reached where I want him to be. Oh, nice. That's actually quite good. Nice. Ooh, Gambler's Armor. Nice. I'm getting some good items here, too. Looking it up. Alright, How many do I need for this? 5 points in the previous group. Okay, so you have to put 5 points in, then you can know 6 points for one of these, and it shuts out the other ones, I thought. Yeah. You kind of have to choose who you want to devote to. And we're not going to do that right now, though. I think, what did I say? I still want to go with the wild beasts. Yeah, it makes sense with sort of what I'm kind of committing to. I'm not sure if this is going to work. I just feel like, you know, based on what I've seen, these are probably a pretty good answer, hopefully. Crossing my fingers to these javelin throwers. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to demolish this building. Like I said, we're going to get this building back up here. And then I'm going to go like right here. I'm going to hire 2 more javelin throwers. So 4 is probably fine to take out the frostworm. Okay, so I could hire, like, next turn, I want to hire 3. Well, I'm not going to be able to get the wolves. I'm going to have to wait 2 turns for the wolves. Dang it, I forgot about that. Hmm. Okay. Then I can run back here. I forgot I'm going to have to wait 2 turns, so I'm going to have to fight 2 more rebellions, wait 2 turns so I can get the wolves. Okay. So let's just, yeah, let's go ahead and hire these 2. And we can go right here and raid. Public order, and I can just dash down and reinforce. Okay, then we're going to get rid of this. We're going to build the wolf den. Then we're going to hire, like, 3 extra wolves. What is Plunder Hall? I have to get a tier 3? Like, Plunder Hall thing? Oh, God, that's gross. Smash cities. Okay, we're not going to be sacking anything. So Plunder Hall is this, which is a pretty trash building, but if it's for the quest reward, I guess I have to do it. Okay, so what we want now are the wolves. Take 2 turns to build that. We want to dash down. It's not going to matter. Well, I guess we don't have to dash because we have a lot of movement speed. Sure, that's fine. We'll just attack him with Throgg. Ooh, those are really nice. Forgot about those. Yeah, I definitely want those in there. We're gonna root marcher here. Those are very nice. Sure, we can get him some levels. Like I said, we're gonna roll up here in just a second. I forgot it takes 2 turns to make the wolves. This is the first time I've tried this strategy. Alright, and then this will be the last turn of raiding. Alright, so he's got Gambler, Sword of Heroes, Potion of Strength. I want to give him the Terrifying Mask of E. Got the Cathay. Okay. Yeah, these things for 338 are a bargain. These things are beasts. Those are very, very good. So we're definitely going to hire those when we run up here and fight here in a moment. Alright, then somebody's raiding, right? He's raiding. Okay, and finally we're going to get up there and get some fights. So I know the first little bit here has been kind of like, you know, whatever. But I have to do it at least to the hounds. And I really wanted to finish that technology first. Okay. We got that, finished our tech, and we're ready to go. Now they're going to have some tougher units. They might even have some berserkers up there by this point, which is not going to be amazing for us, but charge bonus on trolls is good. We're not going to have a lot of trolls just yet, though. Marauder infantry strength is good. Probably go for this. Your movement range is really good, too. We'll probably go with that, because we are still going to be running a good chunk of Marauders. Although, they're not going to be doing most of our damage, honestly. They'll be doing some, but it's going to be a lot of the trolls, the Fimir people, the wolves, stuff like that. So maybe going for this might be a little bit better.
Battle time is reading time. The crow. I knew it. Ambush and freeze.
Oh, it didn't make those other units. Oh, they changed it. I thought that if you recruited... Well, I've got level 9 Frost Wolves. Norsca Ice Wolves now. No, don't run that way, you clown. I need to get to Lightning Strike pretty soon. Also, these Savage skills, very, very good. So we'll Replenishment. This guy's gonna grab the Hound bonus. Root Marcher's pretty good too. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's go for Root Marcher. We'll grab the rest of the Hounds in a second. These hounds are getting pretty injured. Alright, so now we can hire wolves, right? One more turn, we can hire wolves. I thought it was gonna be that turn. I guess it's one more turn. Alright. Alright, last turn. I'm gonna hire those wolves and we're gonna go up there and beat them up. Nope. Consider their offer carefully. Okay, so now they're creeping on me. They might even have multiple armies by this point. They probably do. We're probably just gonna have to, like, switch out those hounds here in a little bit. Oh, yes. Oh, that's so good. Oh, Discord's one of the more powerful items in the game, I think. You want to go to spoilers? I mean, we could have started getting these frostbitten and then get fight or die. I think I want to do that, actually. Agent regeneration is really good, but we don't need it just yet. I think actually right now going fight or die. Probably a little bit better.
Yes. Journeying. Right rules. Enslave the suburbs.
Okay, we're finally laced up. Get our wolves going and go up there and kick some butt. Yeah, I don't feel great about these first, 10 turns or so. But the rest of the campaign will be awesome. It's just kind of how we have to start off. Because, like I said, I've run my head against this wall just trying to, like, bum rush that as much as I can. And it's, I mean, maybe if I hired a second army, maybe, I don't know. Okay, let's go ahead and make sure that he gets his Helm of Discord. Well, he's going to be in the army. Or in the, yeah. He's going to be in the fight. So I guess it's okay if the other guy has Helm of Discord.
Speak. Despoil and ravage. I see death.
Oh, they actually died in that fight, so. Alright.
I'll have a crack. Slaughter the sheep. Understood. Marauding.
And next turn, we can hire 1, 2. We can probably just hire all of these. Just go way over budget. Just make sure we win that fight. Just hire all 4. Because we have a pretty good little bankroll going. We're going to get our upkeep's going to increase quite a lot in a little bit. That would give us 5 wolves. I think that would give us enough power to deal with him. Alright, so we're going to roll up there and show him what's up here in a second. Melee attack, of course. Was that even a question?
King of trolls.
Yeah, we're maxing out the credit card on this one.
Going. True savages.
Yeah,
Despoil.
they're gonna have a lot of stuff, but Okay. And roll up to here. So we're in range. We can rate them. It's actually not bad. You get 300 off a rating. Is this my region or their region? Let me see. Yeah, it's their region. Go ahead and take that off. Give me neutral public order. And finally, we're going to get to the main attraction. So they're going to have 22 plus. They did upgrade, so now they have Norse controls and some other good stuff there for them. 8. So that's 11. So it's going to be 30. It's going to be 30 on 23. So it's still going to be pretty competitive. We do have a lot of upgrades for our stuff, though, especially the hounds. Wonder why I moved out here like that. Bigger loss reductions, very, very relevant too. Okay. And here we go. Finally, the moment we've all been waiting for, an actual fight. Okay. Oh, they hired 3 more things there. Okay, so that's 20, 23, yeah, 31 units. They're thinking I have no way of winning this fight. I think we can beat it. I mean, it's definitely going to be tough. It's not going to be easy, but I think we have a decent chance. We just have to shut down the javelins. That's the biggest thing, is shut down the javelins. I mean, I could have stayed back and hired more units if I really wanted to. And their units are gonna reinforce. And it's gonna take them a while to run over here. I mean, I could just run up and fight these like really quickly with anything that has Vanguard. These are all really fast too. Guess I don't need these that close. Now I do have some units coming in too, but I'd rather crush their units that aren't here yet. Like immediately. I only have 2 javelins also. That might be enough to take out their frostworm. Wow, how did theirs beat mine? Dude, mine have 57 melee attack compared to theirs. How is that even remotely close? No, 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 not... No. No, 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 not that many, not that many. These damn javelins. Where are my... Why? Get that stupid flag off so I can click. Can I click on something? There we go. No, 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 no. Run. Get up here, guys. We're running still. There you go. Yeah, just run them all down. That's what I'm talking about. Where? Don't they have another lord in here somewhere? I don't know, whatever. Just fight right here. Okay, come on, guys. Get in here, get in here, get in here. God, it's taking them forever to get in here. Come on. I didn't even notice they had trolls over here. Yeah, I need to get those trolls. Okay, I got their trolls to run. I got some kind of fresh troops in here. These female guys are kind of sticking in there. Okay, I think I'm gonna get him. Oh yeah, we got him. Whew. Man, that's a fight and a half. Chase him down, chase him down, chase him down. Let's go, hounds. Let's go, hounds. Right over here, right over here. No, there's their lord. Oh, if I defeat their lord, they have to confederate. I'm pretty sure. That's what I really want. I'm gonna get that lord, get that lord, get that lord. If I kill the lord in battle, I'm pretty sure they have to confederate, right? Please kill him, please kill him. Where's the edge of the map? It's over here. This guy. Okay, we got the ice wolves on him now. It should slow him down, I think. Right? No, where are these ice wolves? Get over here. Oh, we did get the lord. Nice. Okay, I think that means they have to confederate. I'm pretty sure. Just in case it doesn't, let's go ahead and kill them all. Yeah, man, these wolves are working wonders. Holy cow, that was so much better. Even though they had, you know, like 10 more units, it didn't matter. Like, these guys, I mean, they killed so many javelin throwers. They're definitely the MVPs here. And it is really nice at cleaning up stuff that's trying to run away, too. Like, I thought they're kind of dinky because they were taking some casualties at running for a while, but if they don't confederate automatically after this, then, you know, I want to make sure I kill as many as possible. Because remember, this is not attacking the actual town. They stood outside the town to block me from attacking the actual town. So that means that... God, they're so... Those hounds are so good at killing people that are running. That figure loss reduction is pretty nice too. Are they exhausted? They are very tired, but they're not exhausted. Even after running around like the entire fight. I mean, they are getting a lot of rundown kills now, but even so, I feel confident each one of them probably got like well over 200 kills. Do you see what I'm saying? Even though I did that, this was still a really, really close fight. Like, imagine trying to run over here and do that if I didn't have the wolves upgraded. Like, there's no way. Like, they were barely... You saw when I charged into the enemy wolves, I barely won that fight early on. It was like 50-50, and my wolves had like 20 more attack power than theirs. I mean, I've got 69 attack power right now on these wolves. I should be hitting way, way more. Throgg killed 150. This might kill him, I don't know. I can't target him because I don't know where the banner is. I hate it when they're like the banner runs away from the main group. Okay. If you just try to run through them like that, then it does attack them, I think. Okay, so they made it off. I think everyone else is dead, right? Well, these guys are still getting killed. And now they run. Okay. Woo! There's a fight for you, boys and girls. It sucked because my dude, I don't know if I had him walking or they just got really tired trying to run over the snow to get to me, but look at that, man. These hounds are, oh my god, almost 400 kills on those hounds. Wow, the ice hounds only killed 28. What? I must have mismicroed those or something. I don't know. Like, yeah, see this 188 gold berserker, they pretty much all died. 136 kills. Yes.
My lord, paving the way for a simple and forceful confederation between you both.
That's what I'm talking about. Yep, so now I get all of his buildings because I didn't have to smash the building. I did I kill his frost worm? We'll see if he runs. If I didn't kill his frostworm, I might get him. I might also get these trolls. I would really love to inherit some of these units off of a confederation. Basically, they have to confederate with you if you do this. So yeah, the trolls did work. I mean, these guys were just sitting in combat, just crushing people. These things, these Miststalkers did some work. They're very expensive, but they have a lot of armor, so they can take a lot of hits. The trolls regenerate, and they have some physical resistance. They can take some hits. These things, though, like, they killed so many Javelineers. And yeah, they got a lot of rundown kills, too, but the Ice Wolves should be way better than that. I did something wrong there. So these things barely did anything. They just basically fodder, just to sit there and just keep them still while the trolls go to work and the wolves go to work, chasing people down. So that's efficient. That is cost efficient. 300 kills for like 100 gold. This is not cost efficient. 200 gold for 136 kills. Now, I don't have a lot of upgrades with them, though, to be fair, but those aren't even... Those are like the super berserkers, too. Those were the regiments of renowned berserkers. So, anyways, we're going to take the money, probably. And since I didn't sack the town, then I get the town intact. Oh, I didn't even use my Helm of Discord. Oh, I totally forgot. Oh, gosh, I'm such a noob. Oh, I get the Frostworm. I think if I confederate, I'm going to get this Frostworm. I think. I don't know about the I'm not going to get the trolls because that was part of the town. But I am going to get a tier 3 town. off this Confederation, I think, which means I can start like immediately building trolls if I want to, which is going to be excellent. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what we get here. Yeah, I forgot to use this Helm of Discord, which would have helped a lot. I mean, I could have... Now, granted, he wasn't close enough to do it for a lot of the fight. He just came in at the very end when the battle was already won. But I could have thrown this down and done a little bit at the end. But yeah, lowering the melee defense, melee attack, and armor for 29 seconds. That's really, really strong. I just forgot to use it because it wasn't on my main lord. Yeah, see, Throgg put in some work. He did his time. He even spent a lot of that time attacking. He wasn't even like charging things in the back or whatever. He was just killing their lord. Okay, so now we should be able to confederate. The thing about the Confederation, I'm strength rank 50, even after doing that for the first 10 turns. So that's just what you kind of have to do to start with. All right, so they have 2 settlements, but one of them's a tier 3. It's great.
Forward to this. Prepare to be ripped to shreds.
Join the Confederation, and they will give you all their money too, typically. And it doesn't, I don't think I can do any more in 2000, right? They just basically give you all their cash, which is one thing that I never really understood. It's why they wouldn't give you their money. You know, if you're confederating, if you're joining forces, why wouldn't they hook you up? It does not hurt your public order, and it does not affect your public order with other Norscan tribes. So basically, you're supposed to headhunt their main person, kill them, and then you get all their stuff, basically, which is pretty cool. I like it. It's very Norscan-esque. But yeah, that's really how you take over a lot of this territory and keep the buildings intact, is you kill the main person. So we obviously want to go pick up Wulfric, and we need to get him before he's level 9, ideally, so we can do the quest. Because I think sometimes if they've already done the quest, it won't give you the item, and it'll kind of glitch out. And that extra +5 public order would be a really nice big deal. Beaten. Okay, so he was executed. Duty calls. So we're not going to get him back because he's dead. We will have to invest money for his... We're probably going to disband his tribe, but I get to keep the Frostworm, which I'm very interested in. It is an expensive unit, but anything that's flying and terror causing is going to be pretty good in my book at this point. Probably. It's a tier 5. I like the enemy leadership. Now, whenever we hire this guy back, he'll be free, typically. So we're paying the 825 now, but even though if we disband him. Okay, so what did we get? How long is this episode taking to? I don't want the episodes to be too long, but that was really cool. I like that. So it paid off. I did my strategizing. It looked like we had a really low probability to win. But at the end of the day, I knew the matchups. I knew if I can run down and just shut up their javelins, you know, that's going to be like a third of their army. And that's what happened. And we crushed them. And then once they start fleeing, the hounds don't let them regroup, because the hounds can keep running them down and killing them before they can regroup and get back into the battle. So that's perfect. So let's see what we got. That'll be at the end of the first episode. God, this campaign really is tricky. Okay. Yes, we did get that Frostworm. He's only 383. Why is he so cheap? I thought he was supposed to be more than that. Do I have things that make him cheap? Yeah, it says he's 425. Oh, it's the bonus that I have. That's what it is. Okay. But I think I still want him. I do want the hounds, obviously. Magic attacks. What's his max? 4,500. Now I'm going to have to wait on him to regenerate some. But I'm trying to think. 4,500. It's got 55 melee attack. He does slow speed down. He does cause terror. Armor piercing. He has armor. Pretty good charge bonus. He's going to have a lot of weight when he hits people. Trying to think if he's worth the money. I think so. 90, so he's pretty fast. I wish he was like vigor resistant. $57 charge bonus. So you can charge cycle him pretty well. The terror is quite nice. Magical attacks. Pretty good. Leadership and armor. Very fast. That's the thing. So he can actually run down a lot of stuff and keep things from retreating. Just trying to think if he's worth it or if... Oh, I got 2 tier 3s. Yes. That's excellent. Now I'm getting a lot of growth too, so I should be able to get up to tier 4 here pretty soon. So I can upgrade the wolf den, which I'm very interested in, obviously, and then I can grab some of these Norscan wolves, skin wolves, and werekin. I'm not sure, like, these Norscan wolves are strong, but maybe I should just go normal wolves, because they're so much more cost efficient. Well, we can think about it for next time. We're definitely upgrading a wolf den, though. That's for certain. And now we're going to destroy the wolf den that we had over here, probably, because this is already tier 3. Because we definitely want the skin wolf werekin. We probably want a couple of skin wolves. They are a nice counter to enemy trolls. Obviously, our trolls are going to be better. We definitely want a troll lair. And we just probably want to crank these trolls up. I do want the ice trolls too. Those have better melee attack by 4. They do cause the frostbite, which is not really a huge deal. You get better melee attack, and you get 16 extra damage, and 40 extra charge bonus. So they are weak to fire. Extra weak to fire, which is a problem. It does require this building. However, that does give you casualty replenishment, reduced cost, and local recruitment capacity. So it's not the end of the world. It's not a great building. It's an okay building. We don't need this tier 2. I think I'm just going to stick with normal marauders and just like maybe a sprinkle of javelins. Things like that, and just go with a lot of trolls here. I would like to get a wizard and like some public order at some point. The Fimir wizards would be great, but you do need this building anyways, just for some kind of public order in the area, typically. I mean, I could upgrade this if I wanted to and get some Marauder champions, but that's just not really the style. I mean, 250 is so expensive. I just need fodder. I just need some normal marauders, I think. War mammoths would be cool too, but they are expensive. Those do a little bit more, have a ton of health. They don't fly. They have a massive charge bonus. They do cause terror. Lightly armored. These are pretty heavily armored, actually. I guess I'm going to try them out. I'm not sure if entirely sure if he'll be worth it or not, but we'll try him out. Okay, so what else do we have here? Sorrel, or yeah, they don't have that much going on. Are these worth? It does give you extra growth. Casualty replenishment. And a little bit more income. So it's going to take like 22 turns to be worth in terms of gold. But the casualty replenishment and growth is pretty good. We'll grab that. Upgrading this pays for itself in 24 turns. Gives you extra rating, sacking. Now we do need to upgrade Wintertooth Crown. So we do need to get a Plunder Hall going. Which is that tier 4 or tier 3? Minus 1% upkeep. Plus 30 growth and research rate. The growth will be nice. Let me see Plunder Hall here. Okay. So it needs to be at a tier 3. Probably be right here. Oh, what is this? Minus 5% construction costs for 1,500. We're not going to be able to trade the obsidian for anything. As cool as that is, that's a new resource they just added. Because no one's going to want to do business with us. Okay, so we want to build this and this relatively quickly and upgrade this. So we're going to have to probably get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this, build Plunder Hall here. Okay, so let's go ahead and do these things. Okay, so get rid of this. Upgrade this. The buildings are pretty cheap to build, honestly, which is nice because you don't have a lot of money. I don't need this as a tier 2, so we can get rid of that. We're gonna have to build this, and we need to build the troll place here, so we'll get rid of that. So that's gonna be troll plus slaughter, so we can get ice trolls. Here we need a plunder hall. %1 reduction. So all of this is going to be what? 25 plus 2,000. That's 4,500. 1% upkeep reduction. Near end game will be about 100 a turn. Army expenditure when it gets to like 10,000, 20,000 be 200 a turn. I don't know. I don't know if that'll be worth it or not. Maybe end game. If you switch over to those, we have 20 or 30,000. It could be worth, right, Sadie? Okay. And then what else do we need? Then once we get to tier 4, I would like one of these. We're gonna need some public order. Gonna need one of these as a tier 1, so we can just hire some more marauders. Probably is gonna have to be right here. We're not gonna have the public order if we do that, but it would be nice to get one of these, like maybe the Death Sorcerer. I'll tell you what, the Fire one can be very useful though because of cascading this right here. If you face other like Werekin, which are going to be one of the more difficult things to fight, probably. This right here will be very useful because it gives fire damage. So you deal 20% extra damage to Werekin. Because they're going to be very good against my trolls. I can focus fire them with javelins, but... It does give 20% missile damage. On your missile. Yeah, so I think that's good. What happens if you upgrade it? Extended duration, 34 seconds. So you get double effect. It's okay. I mean, Fireball is pretty decent too. You can spam Fireballs at him, hurt him pretty badly. Cascading Fire Cloak is, you know, whatever. It's cheap. Lets people hold the line a little bit more. Burning Head's probably weak. I haven't tried it in a while. This could potentially be good. I don't know. We'll try them out. I think that the flaming sword is the main attraction here. Okay, so the question is, okay, so that's gonna be that. Do we get rid of this? 200 gold. What else would I need? I'm sorry, I'm kind of losing. This is a lot to keep track of. Okay, I see. I need this. Plunder Hall is starting here. Then I have to choose whether I want this or just want to keep the cash. We'll keep the cash for now. If I want to keep this, I would like to upgrade it ASAP so I get more for raiding and settlements. But where else can I put the public order? Now, right now, we've got an army sitting around here, and I'm not taxing anything. I think that I've got to get rid of this. Unless I don't want a recruitment place. Maybe I don't need a recruitment place. It's kind of risky to do that, but these Marauders are healing pretty well. Let me see how much they heal when we drop in right here. There we go, get a little bit more. Okay, give me this. A wolf. I think that's probably good. So we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wolves. We could grab another wolf if we wanted to and switch them out. I need a Marauder line though. These guys have to stay.
Enslave the Southerners.
Okay. Do I want to keep this guy? I think so. He's expensive, but... Alright, then we can get rid of these. I think I have probably enough wolves. I mean, we could keep the dude if we just want to level him up. He's only 180. So expensive for this worm though, but
war unceasing. Tribesmen, gather, despoil and ravage. True savages. All be slaves. Northmen come.
I could have him sit here and like kill rebellions, like this guy. If I handed off those units to kind of deal with this public order for a little bit. The public order issue. Yeah, I think I kind of do need the money. Let's go ahead and grab that upgraded, and then I don't know, like getting a wizard's so good too. Whatever. We're gonna need some public order here, and we're gonna need some wizards. Just get rid of that. Man, it sucks. I hate to do it, but I don't want to have people that have to sit around here, I think. I mean, like I said, I could sit here and just farm with one of them and just level them up. That would let me... But at some point, I'm going to have to move the army. And this would give me public order and wizards. I think I'm going to do that. It's cleaner, too. Like, I don't really want to sit here and have to farm stuff. So burning 1,000 a turn. So we can go over here and start a fight with Throgg. Alright, so let's roll over here. Grab some more units. Now, do I need that much power? If I get rid of this guy... I want to bum rush and grab Wulfric as fast as I possibly can. Now, if he's injured and I confederate with him... then I don't think I get him if he's dead. I don't know how that works. I think if he's dead and I try to confederate, then I don't get him. But that's the only way they will confederate. I just thought of that. Maybe if you just beat them in battle? Do you have to kill him or beat him? I mean, maybe if you beat him in battle, then you get the confederation. So maybe I just don't kill Wulfric and just let him run. Okay, either way, we're gonna run at him next turn, I think. I'm just gonna bum rush right through here. We are gonna take a little bit of heat here with the cost, but maybe I can just get rid of those. I mean, I could get rid of the Frostworm too, but these guys are nice. I think we can afford just to kind of steamroll this really quickly. Okay. And where's armor? Make sure everything's all set up here. Terrifying Mask of E. Fear of Corn. Have to remember to use the Helm of Discord. I think I'm actually just going to switch this over to him just to make it easier to remember to use my Helm of Discord. Also, the other guy probably needs the protection a little bit more. And yeah, we're still going for this. Okay. That was a good first episode. That was really good. Finally, we just got to keep the good times rolling. There's going to be some tough stuff coming up over here. We have to go deal with the dwarves eventually, but like I said, I want to go get Wulfric. Oh, what? Speed. Huh. How many turns? 10 turns. Oh, that sucks. Well, I don't want to get rid of armor, that's for sure. I guess I'll just deal with that. Okay, well, that's going to be it for the first episode. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time. Have a good day.